Hello again. Today's tutorial is about percentage increase and decrease as requested by one of my students. So let's start with percentage increase. So if you look at this is the formula we're going to use, okay? 100% represents the total percentage of the original amount, okay? This is percentage increase. And if you look over here, percentage increase is added, okay? Because it makes the original amount bigger. Percentage increase, okay? And when you add the original plus the increase, you will get the new percentage, okay? So let's look at the example below. So let's use the formula here. 100%, okay, plus percentage increase. What is the percentage increase? 10%. See, increase this amount by 10%. So we know the percentage increase is 10%. So now you have 110%, which is the new percentage. Okay. Now, how do I use this? I know that the new percentage is 110%. Okay, let me write that better. We know that the new percentage is 110% of the original amount, which is 100 grams. Okay, so do you see what's happening now? This is the original amount. See, total percentage of original amount. So 100% represents the original amount. It increased by 10%, so we are adding 10%. So the new percentage is 110%. So we need to calculate 110% of the original 100 grams. But remember, you cannot calculate using a percentage. The percentage needs to become a decimal, okay? So if you remember, percentage to decimal, we need to divide by 100, okay? So 110% divided by 100 is equal to 1.1, okay? So this is now this. So let us put the equation together. 1.1 of, now remember from prior lesson, whenever you see of, that's a fraction or percentage or decimal of a quantity. And it is a multiplication problem, okay? So 1.1% of, so that's the brackets, 100 grams, the original quantity, will give you the new quantity equals 110 grams. Okay, so that is one way of doing this. Okay, so this is what you will see in the worksheet. Okay, it's the same thing. Another way of solving this problem, as it's always good to know other ways, is this. Okay, so you know that we are looking at 100% as the representation of the total original amount. Okay, so this is equal to 100 grams. Why? Because 100 grams is the original amount. Okay, so the original amount is 100%. What did we do? We increased by 10%. So plus 10% of 100 grams. Okay, so you see what's happening. Now, you cannot multiply or divide or do any operation with a percentage. So remember, percentage to decimal is divide by 100. So 10% divided by 100, move the decimal points 2 places, is 0.1. Okay, so what is 10% of 100 grams? So that's 0.1 of, remember, of is multiply 100 grams. And you will know that that is equal to 10 grams. Okay? So let's add it together. 100 grams plus 10 grams is 110 grams. Now, do we have the same answer? Let's see. Yes, we do. See, this is the other way. We got 110 grams. Okay, and this is the new way that I taught you. They are the same. So whichever way you use, you will get the same answer, 110. Okay, if you don't believe me, here, see, 110, and I'll scroll back, 110. Okay, two different ways. Choose which one is more comfortable for you. Now let's go. This is what you need to do. You have three problems. Let's go to percentage decrease. It's the same thing. The only thing different is since it's decrease, we subtract. Okay? So again, 100% is the total original amount. And then we decreased. See? Decreased by how much? 10%. So that means we subtract 10%. So now the new percentage, remember the new percentage is 90%. So now we're looking at 90% of the original of 100 grams. Okay? As I said again, you cannot multiply, divide, add, subtract, or do any operation with a percentage. So we need to make 90% into a decimal. Fraction to decimal, you need to divide by 100. So there are two zeros, 1, 2. So this is 0.9. So now this becomes 0.9 of is multiplication 100 grams. And the answer is 90 grams. Okay? 90 grams. Now this is the sheet in the worksheet. Okay, so the other way is 100% represents the original amount, which is 100 grams, so equals 100 grams. And we know it decreased by 10%. So 10% of 100 grams. Okay? Now, you know that you cannot do operations with a percentage. So 10%, okay, percentage needs to become a decimal by dividing by 100. So two zeros, 1, 2, move decimal point 1, 2 to the left. So the decimal is 0.1. So now, what is 0.1 of? Now you know of is multiply 100 grams. It is equal to 10. So this one is equivalent to 10 grams. Now, since it is a percentage decrease, okay, you know we have to subtract. So what's the answer? 100 grams minus 10 grams is 90 grams. Okay, now did we get the same answer? Yes, we did. 90 grams, 90 grams. Okay, so both ways will give you the same answer. Use what you're comfortable with, but it's always good to know two ways rather than one, okay? And you have 3 more questions to go with that. Okay, so hope you understand this unit, okay? Bye-bye.